Welcome to the DigitalOcean tutorial. Today we'll cover various aspects of this powerful cloud computing platform. But before we begin, if you haven't signed up for DigitalOcean yet, make sure to take advantage of the special discount offered through the link. You can see it in the content section. Here I have also given you step-by-step guide, and you can go through this guide and understand all the features which DigitalOcean is providing, understand why you should choose it. So we'll be simply sign up using this link, so you will get a better deal here. Any discount is available. I'll be leaving that in the content area. So all you need to do is that you need to sign up either with your GitHub or with your Google account or with your email address. So I'll be signing up with the Gmail account, and here I'll sign up with Google. I'll be signing up using this account and continue. You have to fill in this form and verify your payment option. I'll be choosing PayPal for this purpose. In order to start with this server, you need to pay minimum amount to make sure that your accounts get authenticated. I'll be signing up with the PayPal account and I'll make the payment here. And once you log into your account, on the left side, you will see all your project details. On the top menu, you can see you and your team, your profile can be seen here. And then you can manage your account. For example, I go to my account. And in my account, you can see all the details, your profile detail, your team details in case you have multiple team members who will be using this service. So you can use that. Otherwise, you can also choose to deactivate your account in case you want to deactivate. You can create the team, you can add multiple users. Depending upon their roles and permission, you can choose the user that you want to add. So I'll not be adding any user right now. I'll be using this for the purpose of tutorial. I'll be going back here to the control panel. Shortcut to create any service is here. So you can create the droplet, Kubernetes database, and so on. In case you want to manage payment and billing, you will be clicking here on billing, and it will show you what type of billing options are available and what type of payment is already there. You can see here that prepayments are there of $5 when you sign up for the account using PayPal. The $5 credit is already there, so you can utilize this credit. On top, you can see projects. Projects is group of droplets on group of services. For example, if you want to group your applications or development or servers, so you'll be choosing project area, and in that project, you will see all the resources available. So whether these resources are the database, these are the droplets, or these are anything, and I'll explain, you don't get confused what is droplet and all of that. If you want to create a new project, I'll be creating a new project, for example, and I'll give it a name, syncbricks tutorial. Select the purpose, just trying out DigitalOcean, and create the project. If you have any other resources, you can move it to this particular project. I did not create any resources, so I'll be skipping this. Now you can see there is no resource available right now, and this is the new project which is called syncbricks tutorial, and here is the project. In manage section, you can see all the services that DigitalOcean is offering you. One is the app platform, where you will have the application development environment. A complete platform will be there. So here you need to only focus on the code, not on the server. So if you are an app developer, you can start developing the app using this particular option. So there are various application platforms which are available. You can deploy Node.js, PHP, Python, Docker file, Node.js or in PHP. Python functions, you can start with these basic functions. So these are all the applications which are available, and even you can go with the sample MySQL database as well. In case you want to create a specific setting using the YAML file, you can do that as well. This is simple test and application development platform. And then is the droplet. Droplet is similar to the virtual machine. This is similar to EC2 on the AWS or Azure VM on the Azure, VM in Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, compute machine in the Google Cloud Platform. Here in droplet, you can create a complete VM using pre-built options here. I can simply click here on create and droplet, and there I'll see all the options related to droplet. So where you want to create the droplet, in which region, whatever region is closer to you. For example, if it is US, 2 regions of their data centers which are available. In Amsterdam, there is a data center available. Singapore, London, Frankfurt, Toronto, Bangalore, and Sydney. These are different data centers. So whatever data center is closest to your physical location, you have to choose that. Or wherever you are targeting the application to be deployed, you can choose that. Here is the default operating system. You don't need to do any installation by yourself. You can simply choose which operating system you want, which version of the operating system you want. I will recommend Ubuntu 22.04 for different applications which I'll be using it for. And then I'll be choosing the CPU, which is regular. It all depends on your needs of the storage, on your need of the computes. I'm going to use this for the ERP next. So with minimum 2 GB of RAM and 1 CPU, it is fine with 2 TB of data transfer. But in case your transactions are more, you can go with the 2 CPUs and 2 GB of RAM, or 4 CPUs and 2 GB of RAM, or 2 CPUs of 2 GB. So these options are available from the shared CPUs, which is in fact creating a virtual machine. But if you are using dedicated server, so where a dedicated hardware will be provided to you, so you can use it for general purpose. Of course, price will be more. It all depends what type of services you are going for, general purpose, and how many SSDs you want. So price is same, but if you are adding more volumes, enabling the auto backup, so automatically backup will be taken and the price will automatically change. Daily backup has a different price, weekly backup has a different price there. So we'll be creating the droplet. I'll show you that, but let me explore other options also, so that you'll get a confidence that what all you can do in DigitalOcean. Here you can see networking. So in networking, you can of course create the domains that will help you to manage the DNS within DigitalOcean instead of using DNS management outside DigitalOcean. I'm using Cloudflare. Cloudflare is fine. Reserved IP, so you can choose the droplet and assign a reserved IP in case you have got those IPs. If you have created multiple droplets and you want to balance the load between these droplets, so you can use this load balancer functionality to balance the load between multiple droplets. And then is the VPC, which is virtual private cloud network. Virtual private cloud network is similar to the VLAN. Here you can create multiple virtual private cloud networks. The traffic between your droplets will be definitely free. You will not be charged for that. Then is the firewall. Of course, firewall will help you to block the traffic from external networks to your local network. And here your local network means your cloud network. So if you want to easily secure your infrastructure and you want to make sure that your organization data or your personal data is protected against external threats, you need to ensure that the firewall is enabled. So here you can create the firewall rule. So here I can create allow SSH, and in this one SSH or TCP 22 will be allowed from IPv4 and IPv6. In case you want to allow it only from a specific IP address, so you can create that. And here is the new rule. For example, HTTP will be for port 80, and HTTPS also I will allow. I'll allow also one of the ports, which is 8080. These ports needs to be enabled, and from my cloud network I can access everything outside. So this is how the firewall rule has to be created before you start continuing creating the droplets. So I'll create this firewall rule. Now you can see here that one firewall rule has successfully been created, and its name is allow SSH. I can change the name syncbricks firewall. So there is no droplet right now. 7 rules are created. So you can destroy this rule also. In case you want to delete this rule, you can do this from here. PTR records. These are in fact the fully qualified domain names for your droplets. Then is the monitoring. In monitoring, you can of course create the alerts for the resource utilizations. In case your CPU usage goes 50% or 90%, so you should get an alert. If the memory usage is more, or if the volume usage is more, whatever alerts you want to set, you can set the alerts. So you'll be getting the alerts by email. You can see here that CPU utilization is about 70% for last 5 minutes. So you should get an email, and you have to choose the droplet and where that email should come, and I can create that. Right now there is no droplet, but I'll be choosing all the droplets. Whenever there are droplets, any droplet is created, which is of course droplet is virtual machine, as I mentioned. So you will be creating the resource. You can see here that if the CPU utilization is about 70% for at least 5 minutes continuously, I'll be getting the email. I'll be using it for 90%. If the CPU usage is 90% for more than 5 minutes, so I should be getting the alert. Here this alert is set, and I can also create multiple alerts. You can see here that if the IO read write is more, or if the disk read write is more, or if the bandwidth consumption is more, so all of that can be used from here. If you are a cloud administrator, this option will be really helpful for you, because you need to understand that if everything on your infrastructure is doing well. Images, it's all the snapshot. You can enable the backup on different droplets. All the backups will be seen here. If you have created some custom images, these will be available here. Right now, nothing is shown here. In the upcoming videos, you will see that. Here, you can see the container registry from the beginning, one free repository of 500 MB storage. We'll be using this later and I'll show you that for what purpose we can use. Then is this object storage. Object storage is similar to S3 bucket cloud storage. You can create the space bucket first. You can connect it to your applications using the API page. This was about the space object storage. Then is database. Database is the database as a service. You can create multiple type of databases. You can create MongoDB, Postgres, MySQL, and you can create the database cluster also in case you want. So right now, these are the options which are available. MySQL version 8 is available. MariaDB is unfortunately not available as a service. If you are using any application that needs the database, the MySQL, of course, it is very commonly available, so you can use. Then is the volume block storage. In case you want to attach additional volume to your existing droplet, you can add that volume over here. And then is, of course, Kubernetes. I have covered that in a separate video where you'll understand how the Kubernetes can be used here on DigitalOcean. Finally, functions. You can use this similar to Lambda service, which is available on Amazon or AWS. You can use that. These are the serverless platforms where you can compile your applications and test those applications. So bring your code, just deploy the code here and see the functionality and all of that. So it gives you free 25 GB hours. So this was all about the overview of DigitalOcean platform. I have been asked various questions by my subscribers and I thought I should share with you. First of all, so while it's technically possible, it's generally not recommended due to the platform terms of service and performance limitations.
Can you mine cryptocurrency on DigitalOcean?
It works seamlessly on DigitalOcean infrastructure.
Can Puppeteer
Definitely,
run on
DigitalOcean is suitable for web hosting and it provides the robust solution for hosting websites with easy and scalable and reliable performance. Now let's explore some more tutorials on related topics on DigitalOcean. From the beginner guide to advanced topics, there's a wealth of resources available to help you to make most out of DigitalOcean. Whether you are developing an application or managing DigitalOcean droplets or exploring cloud computing in general, DigitalOcean has you covered. If you have any questions or you want to see more tutorials like this, feel free to leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future updates.